And to be honest, that is the biggest hack to get this entire place by yourself.
Good morning from the epic town of Ninh Binh, Vietnam.
If we're being specific, we're actually in the town of Tam Coc right next to Ninh Binh, Vietnam, but it's equally as gorgeous. This is a whole region of Vietnam we completely missed last time we were here, and today we're exploring it. Our first activity starts at 7 o'clock, and it's already 6:30.
Are we here too early? There's literally no one here and the shops are all shut. Oh, by boat. Only boat? Yeah, just boat. Oh, okay, thank you. Which route do you recommend? Ah, okay, thank you. Because of the high level of the water, they've had to adjust. This looks more like a ticket office.
So, there are apparently 3 different boat routes that you can take with all differing number of caves that you go through or historical sites. There's also a 4th option these days. Because the water level is so high, they had to change the route a little bit. 250,000 dong per person to get in the boat. They usually wait till they're filled up with 4 before they go, but because we're filming and we want to try and fly the drone without injuring people, we got a whole boat to ourselves for 1 million dong.
Bye-bye, money. We read online that this place opens at 7 a.m. and we got here maybe 2 minutes before and there were already people inside getting tickets, and there are people ahead of us, but we're completely alone. So get here early. Plus you beat the heat. This is so romantic.
Bye-bye.
They're all so beautiful.
Apparently the police are monitoring who's wearing their life jackets, but you can sneakily take them off for photos if you want. I'm not gonna lose you.
So because of all of the weather recently, the waters are quite high, which means that they can't access some of the caves. So instead of having 3 routes like there normally is, it's 1 and everyone is doing it. So I'm super glad that we got here early in the morning when there's not heaps of people, because everyone's going in the same direction, like we're not gonna split off. I think the normal routes, there's some that are 3 hours and some that are 1.5. The route that we're doing today is 2.5 hours.
Nice.
There are so many boats, like they are prepped for so many people. This would just be filled when it's busy. Like during this boat tour, you get to hop off and go through some little sites and caves. I think that's where we're going next. Jacket? Okay. Thank you. I think we meet her on the other side. Because there's lights on in the cave. So that makes me wonder if that one, when the water's lower, you can go through or in. All of the boats are making fun of Jordan because when he hops on it goes. When I hop on, I feel like it was quite smooth. Low center of gravity, calm. Jordan just hopes for the best, stomps on. All the ladies were laughing at him. It was very funny.
So these cliffs around here are built exactly like Ha Long Bay, and sometimes this place is referred to as the Ha Long Bay on land. It's old limestone deposits from millions of years ago that have just been slowly whittled away by wind and rain, leaving these just epic cliff faces with green growing out of them, and it's just such a Jurassic Park sort of scene. And I can see why it's like one of the biggest attractions in Vietnam. Can't believe we missed it last time. One of the biggest benefits of getting up early and doing this is it's just really us. Like there are definitely other boats on the water, but they're so far away that we can't even hear them. All we can hear is our paddles hitting the water.
It's so nice. It's so romantic.
Be careful.
Ronaldo.
Apparently I look like Messi.
We went past a boat full of kids and they were all yelling out, Messi, Messi!
I don't see it.
That photo, I kind of get it. Dark hair, beard, Messi.
Wow. We just emerged from the cave and it's even more serene. Like, you can hear even less now.
I feel bad talking at this volume.
Yeah.
It seems too loud.
So these temples, almost all of them, cannot be reached by any other way. Go away, bug. Cannot be reached by any way. Cannot be reached by any way. These temples cannot be reached by... So these temples that we're going to, I just need you to not laugh once.
I'm just not going to cut this, I'm going to leave it alone.
So these temples that we're going to, almost all of them have only one way to reach them, and that is by boat. So kind of feels like we're part of a select few, but at the end of the day, there's thousands of people every day that do this boat. So
But with this timing, like coming first thing in the morning, it does feel like
we are
a
alone.
handful of people.
There's no one behind us.
Yeah, there's one boat in front of us. How did they build stuff like this? Bonkers.
Nature did.
Nature built that building.
Yeah. Stick to my guns.
I wonder what these flags are. I think it's just your center of gravity.
Like a cat. Wow.
Calm. Steady. Good. Until you said
I love that our drivers just kind of wait for us there, and they have like their own little friends. It's quite nice. I feel bad like taking our driver away from their friends.
I would love to speak the local language and hear all the gossip. And being like, oh, my people are doing this. Like, these idiots, they're filming themselves. That was so cool. Something about that temple reminded me of Kung Fu Panda. I think it's because of the crazy mountains in the background and then just this intricate, astonishing temple that seems like it's just been plopped there out of nowhere. Like, the way that that was built, it breaks my mind to think about.
And to talk about.
And to talk about. This is crazy. Wow, the echo. This is our second cave and it's 250 meters long. So long that they've had to put lights in so you can see where you're going. Doesn't seem as hectic as the last one, like dodging our heads. Gosh, it's like 10 degrees cooler in here as well.
What a shot.
That was cool.
Yeah.
One thing I wasn't prepared for is that a lot of the stops, the islands, there's a toilet break and also some little convenience stores. Because it's getting hot, we've treated ourselves to an ice cream. Yeah. Breakfast of champions.
So this is only one of two options when you come to Ninh Binh, Vietnam. The other option is actually in Tam Coc, where we're staying, and we drove past it on the way here. It seems to be a lot more touristy and overrun is probably the right word for it. Still lots of really, really good reviews, but I've heard that this one, the Trang An boats, are meant to be a lot more serene and like this.
10 minutes or so, it's just been us on the river. No other boats in sight. It's so serene and peaceful, tranquil. This is a great way to start the day. I think, judging by how many people there are up here, we might be coming to the end. If the numbers on the side of the boat are to be believed, there's over 1,500. 1,000? Yeah. Is that what you saw? 1,554? Crazy! And we had bits of the river to just us. So lucky.
This is also supposed to be the less touristy one out of this one and Tamcock. Maybe it's a bigger area or something, because that seems crazy.
Oh wow, fish! Without a doubt, this has to be the best way to start your day in Ninh, but be sure to come to the Trang An ones bright and early and not the Tamcock ones. I know we haven't done that, but this was sensational. Wear sunscreen, bring a hat, and maybe wear some bug spray as well, because I have been eaten alive.
Go away, bug. Wouldn't be a tourist attraction without a forced walkthrough of all the shops you can buy souvenirs at.
They have a whole case for Cadbury milk chocolate.
Crowds are picking up now.
Oh, I'm so glad we came when we did.
Yeah, all right, let's get something to eat. We were on the hunt for breakfast, but as soon as we came back to our hotel, we realized that we were still early enough to get the included breakfast, and we're on a budget, so we got the included breakfast. But now some time has passed and it is lunchtime, and we're off to find something Vietnamese-ish. So on our way to get lunch, we actually passed the place where the Tamcock boats leave from. As far as I know, the biggest draw about it is that people steer with their feet. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is so needed. It's so hot today. We also decided we'd ask the price just to give you guys information. It's 250,000 dong per person to go up and back the same way. But I believe if you pay for two, you get a boat of just two. They also have a package, it's 350,000 per person, that takes you up and back and then gets you on a boat out to two more shrines and then back, or something like that. It's more of a combined deal.
And you go through rice paddy fields like this.
Which look really cool, but I think ours is better. Someone come here and try this one, and then we'll fight about it in the comments or something. Anyway, we've come to the restaurant that's right by where those boats leave to get something that the internet tells me is very famous here.
I've decided to get a dish we haven't ever tried, I don't think, in Vietnam, called bun cha, which I think is fatty pork over a bed of rice noodles. Let me read you what Google says. It's a Vietnamese dish of grilled pork and noodles, which is thought to have originated from Hanoi, Vietnam. Bun cha is served with grilled fatty pork over a plate of white rice noodles and herbs with a side dish of dipping sauce. It is on so many signs throughout Vietnam. I feel like I've seen it. Every second restaurant has a sign saying we sell bun cha. So it's been seeping in, what's it called? Like, not osmosis. Well, it's that Focus movie where they show him the number all the time until he has to do it. That's what's happened to me in bun cha. Wow. Hello. Yeah. Looks delicious. Thank you. Yum. I don't know how to eat this. I'm going fork. Don't judge me, but I actually Googled how to eat this because I knew it came in two parts, like the main dish with lettuce, herbs, pork, and the noodles, and then a separate soup-looking thing. From what I understand, I can just shove it in my face and it's fine. There's no real rules. I think I'm gonna put some noodles in the soup to get flavor. Okay. Then get some pork. Wow. Yeah, the soup adds like this flavor kick to it, but the pork is incredibly juicy and tender, but has this charcoal on the outside, which is one of my favorite flavors. Is charcoal a flavor? You want to try?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Totally get the charcoal. Really good.
It's like falling apart, it's that juicy. I had one bite, so it might be a bit excessive, but I feel like that goes with my personality. New favorite food in Vietnam. Tom nhung. Is that how you? Yeah, how do you? Tong mong. I learned a new Vietnamese word, thong nhung. I said that wrong for sure. It's easier when you're copying someone straight after.
What does it mean?
Oh, delicious.
I don't know why this is the thing to eat when you come to Ninh Binh, but most places say online that you have to get some sort of goat meat. I did read that the traditional thing is goat blood soup. I'm not quite there yet with my cultural eating, so I just got the goat meat on a skewer with some French fries. Tourist. Very gamey, which I think is standard when it comes to goat meat, but they've got like little sesame seeds on top, and the flavor is got a little bit of spice, a little bit of tang to it. It's actually quite nice. I think you'd like it.
Great describing. That was so impressive.
Was it?
Just say yum yum.
It is yum yum.
Okay. It's like lemongrass or something on top. Quite good, but I definitely prefer mine.
That was delicious. I feel like Emily liked hers more than I like mine, but I still liked mine, so that just goes to show. Pretty good place. Anyway, we have one more big adventure to do in Ninh Binh, but that starts tomorrow.
Yep, yep.
Tomorrow. Everywhere we've been in Vietnam, everyone has been up really early, like way before us, even when we're trying to get up early. So we assumed we'd have no problem getting a ride just before sunset. But there's been no taxis at all. So we've walked into town, keep trekking Grab and these other apps to get rides. And finally we got one. Apparently he's on his way.
Thank you.
It's almost 6 a.m. and we've come into the ticket office. It costs 100,000 Vietnamese dong per person entry. But just after the ticket office, there's a hotel that you could stay at. I quickly looked at booking.com and the prices aren't crazy. And this would be such a fun place to stay. Plus, you could wake up super early and walk up here before anyone's probably even at the ticket office. Google does claim that this place opens at 8 a.m. I just happened to read a couple of blog posts that said 6. We were here before then and we got in, so who knows? Frig, that was hot and sweaty. It only took us 20 minutes, but the steps are like, some of them are huge, first of all. They're all very uneven because it's rock. And I am so grateful we came here first thing in the morning because I'm so sweaty. Imagine if this was the middle of the day in the heat and with all of the other people, because we're up here alone. So worth the early wake up.
Please excuse my intense sweat. There's one side done. We're now going to the other side where the dragon is. If you come here, I feel like when there's a fork in the steps, you should go left. The dragon and then like the fields between the cliffs out from that side looks schmick. You come to this side after. The amount of business this place would get if it was open, and when it does open, is unreal. They actually have a zip line so they can get all their goods down and up without having to carry it all the way. Very smart.
I literally feel like I'm in a sauna. I'm sweating that much.
I feel like if Barnum still had a circus, I could be world's sweatiest man.
It's actually like dripping off. It's disgusting. Sorry about this. But we're gonna keep it real, I guess. I think we've made it to the top of the other side. There's a section you can walk near the dragon step. But as we were coming up, we passed some people and I said, please tell me it's worth it. And she just went, I do think these views are pretty spectacular. been here for a bit over an hour now.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yep.
Not bad. And we've only seen a handful of other people.
Make sure you're setting your alarms for 5 o'clock. This place opens at 5 a.m. If you check on Google, it'll tell you 8 a.m. That's a lie. I don't know, someone just hasn't updated it maybe after COVID yet, but please don't update it. Let's keep it between us so that people watching this video can also have this alone, because it's majestic.
It is. I will say the boats were better views and less sweat, but also more expensive.
Much more expensive.
So, little column A, little column B.
Can't believe we missed Ninh Binh last time.
I know, I'm so grateful we came back. We are still missing things here, like some of the pagodas and awesome sites, but we literally have to go back to Hanoi this afternoon, so end of video.
Okay,
Let's go get a cold drink.
please.